We have 3 other counts of child neglect that is contrary to Section 127 of the Children Act. The 2 accused persons had a duty at Mama Lucy Kibaki. Among their duties were to ensure that children who are abandoned, OB numbers are taken, the children office is informed. In line of their duty, the medical social workers were supposed to do ward rounds with nurses and their doctor. And because those children who had been admitted there, having been cases of abandoned children, were at the attention of the medical social worker's office, and the office of the medical social worker had to ensure that after the children are discharged, a safe place for these children had to be established, having worked together with the children office. This was not the case. The office of the medical social worker, Mama Lucy Kibaki, did not inform the children office at Embakasi Children's Home, and the evidence of Susan, who was the only children officer working at Mama Lucy Kibaki Hospital, she was elaborate that at no given time, the office of the children office Embakasi was notified about the 3 subjects. The first accused person shielded the process, but senior Selina, who was in charge of the medical social worker's desk, kept records of the 3 children, among other records. At the time of discharge, the office of the medical social worker would know that these children have been discharged. They have been handed over to the respective homes or safe places, and therefore their case would be closed because they had no duty of following up to establish whether or after the children are taken over to the children's home. In the process, I am of the view that the office of medical social worker at that time did not do their duty, because there was no communication between the office and the children office Embakasi, as confirmed by PW10, who is Susan and the children officer at that time. If Selina was in charge of the said office, she did not ensure or she did not inform the children office. These children were left at the disposal of the first accused person who had dealings. However, the first accused person was working together with the second accused person, and therefore I am of the view that the office did not do their duty as they ought to have done. Selina ought to know that these children are now admitted in hospital. The doctor has confirmed they are safe for discharge. The children officer has already got a placement, and these children have now been discharged, and these children are now out of the hands of the hospital. It was not until complaints were raised when Selina ran around, got the 3 files from the records office, as stated by the witness who was in record keeping at Mama Lucy Kibaki Hospital. She got and wrote a report to the medical superintendent, Dr. Musa, at that time, and the files were never taken back to the office of or the records office, and this case was established. My conclusion is that the 2 accused persons, knowing that they had a duty of care of these 3 children, they neglected their duty, exposed these children to abuse jointly, and they failed to protect them. And therefore, Selina and Makala Fred are guilty of the offense of child neglect as charged. In conclusion, I find that the prosecution has established a case beyond reasonable doubt against the first accused, and is hereby convicted of conspiracy to commit a felony, namely trafficking in person of 3 subjects, and child neglect of 3 persons or 3 children. The third accused person is only convicted of 3 offenses of child neglect and acquitted on conspiracy and child trafficking.